Welcome to Alter Aeon. I am Fehlan, and this is going to be a video walkthrough of the Subterranean Ruins. We're starting from the Small Med waypoint in the northern continent. Let's take a quick run to the first room of the ruins. A sign warns you of the dangers ahead. Dangers there are. The ruins are situated in 8 separate levels, proceeding steadily deeper. The first one is pretty haphazard array of tunnels. You notice on my map, it's just the straight line that goes to the next section, spreads out all over. This section is populated by an orc clan. Notes of interest would be the shamans load a enchantable neck piece for tanks, tattered black cape, and the king and witch doctor towards the end are both worth fame. We'll run by the king on our way down to the second level, which is occupied by a clan of kobolds. The Kobold King is also worth a fame and loads a hitter piece, studded leather bracer, which has a load probability that's fairly low. You won't see it every time you manage to kill the king. The kobolds are very obnoxious. They run away, they throw things at you, clutter up your inventory. There's a few of them in the corners of that level that will fairy fire you and make it harder to move around. You can't hide and sneak when you're glowing pink. After that is where things start to get dangerous. The first couple levels are lower level. After that, things start getting serious. So we'll start out with a couple preparatory spells. Protection from evil. Pretty much everything here is evil. Faith shield, dexterity. Want to be as sneaky as possible. And sanctuary. Being level 36 thief that Fehlan is, I just run through as fast as possible and retreat where I have to. Until I get to the third level, where I take a lot more caution. So we'll start there. There's the king. One thing worth pointing out, if you're able to cast Solace on these first 2 levels, especially somewhat in the third level, will create a safe room for you. The mobs won't ignore it. You can use it later at your own risk. Not highly recommended. There's one point later on where it's worthwhile, but not too many. Alright, and this here would be the entrance to the third level. This is where I like to stop, regroup, get my spells in order, get my equipment in order, make sure I'm ready to go. One thing worth pointing out, there is a mob called the Black Gremlin that wanders around down here. He will stab you, and he will probably kill you if he does. So you want to make sure you have every protection against that possible. Sense life, dexterity as high as possible, protection from evil, stone skin, sanctuary, faith shield, everything that will reduce damage or increase your odds of dodging the stab. If you want to throw on some dodge EQ, that'll help as well. The Nagas and Insane Mage use all 3 major elements. Nagas, the slimes, and the slug will also use poison. So all 4 elemental shields are worthwhile. Curse Ward is also worthwhile, as a couple of the mobs use curses. You have to watch out for the Horde of Gremlins, as well, as they have a direct attack procedure that will look for you being in the room, whether the mob can see you or not. And they will swarm all over you and steal your gold. On our way down, we are likely to encounter my corpse, as I died here a few minutes ago. So let's complete our spell up. Like, keep as much mana as possible. So my spell ups tend to be a little on the slow side, but once I get moving, I get moving. You'll notice I like to keep my spell window in sight rather than using the score command or the effects command, which shows the same exact thing. Water breathing, valor, unnecessary here. Strength is unnecessary unless you need it personally. I tend to run this area with Mage Cast. Another point worth noting before I go too much further is the save equipment required. The Elemental Guardian levels will require all saves in different combinations, and the bottom level will require different save combinations as well. So having full save gear is definitely a requirement for the area. Also, Rancid Flesh, that I'm not able to cast, so I use a wand, is very important. Oh, there's the Horde of Gremlins. It's very important for the black gremlins, because they will sniff you out hiding and still stab you. Even though I'm being stealthy. Want to keep our movement up as much as possible. Black Gremlin. Insane Mage, I like to check her out. She occasionally loads a couple nice little items that are visible by looking at her, as opposed to some of the other mobs that load nice items that are only load when you kill them.